Well, okay then. How about another episode of Doodling Out Loud with Doodle Slice? That's me, David Doodle Slice Cohen. Come to you every once in a while. God, I sound like I'm talking on my podcast. Anyway, last time I used a heavy marker. This time I thought I'd go a little ridiculous with the Sharpie Magnum. And I gotta tell you, sometimes you gotta start with a signature. Because when you're working with something this fat, you might not even be able to fit it in later. So this is going to be a quick one because, hey, let's face it. This isn't about, repeats and second chances. This is about just jumping in, driving on, and seeing what happens. You know, it's funny, when I used to teach, people would get very uptight about the materials and stuff, and sometimes you just gotta let that go, because otherwise that you won't get past the tension. People working with vine charcoal, the most erasable of materials, but afraid to make a mark on the page because, they're so afraid of a mistake. And let's face it, mistakes happen. That's not a bad thing. It's a pretty darn good thing, I think. It may not feel like it when you're making them, but if you don't make mistakes, how are you going to learn? If you don't recognize and embrace them, you got to take some chances. And just like I said last time with the fat but not this fat marker, those chances are pretty important because they free you up. And there's plenty of room for expression no matter what the tool. This kind of makes you go a little faster. I kind of like to go fast sometimes on these things. But they also open you up to get past the precious. And I guess that's really what I'm trying to say here is don't get hung up on the precious. Okay, looks like David needs to get some new markers, getting a little dried up, but I'm just going to go with it. Sometimes actually an almost dry marker is really fun because you get that kind of crayon-like, not quite filling in the paper, but you are getting some color in there, and it's just sort of fun and scrubby. So I'm working with that today. And if you don't like it, well, what can you do? I like it. I hope you like it. Anyway, we're kind of closing in on this one. The whole point today was just to do something quick, not belabor it, but just find something that feels right. But you know what? I think that bird needs a little more boldness, so look out. We're jumping in here, kind of full on, no holds barred. Woke up feeling a little rough this morning, and I guess maybe this is my own therapy to open up, take my own chances, and let go of that which slows you down. And one last set of color just to bring a little more juice in here. I think that's got it. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll catch you next time. Take care.